Hi, this is Suzanne from EFT-scripts.com. See this video as an explanation of what is referred to as energy in EFT tapping. So that's where I'm coming from. It's an explanation of what we refer to as energy or an energy disruption. It explains it very well in this video. Dr. Stapleton explains the science behind it and the evidence of the existence of the meridians. Only now the meridians are called something else, and energy is, we're being told, doesn't exist. But, you know, I'm a scientist by training, and initially I was very uncomfortable with the word energy because in physics, energy means something completely different to energy healing. So this is where I'm coming from, and let's have a look at this video. So what we have now is brain imagery, and this is very exciting. Have a look.
Brain scan studies, there are 4 brain scan studies, 2 of which I've led here in Australia, that looked at food craving exposure in that functional MRI. And then after a 4-week EFT program, the signal there looking at those food craving images was completely non-existent. The other study that I led here in Australia was in the chronic pain research, that we do know that pain impact in the brain is quite noticeable. We know areas such as catastrophizing and magnifying pain can spread when a chronic pain patient has had that pain for a very long time. And after a 6-week program of EFT, those same patients had an appropriate area of the brain that looked like a non-chronic pain patient.
Now, this is very exciting. This is proof that EFT, proof or evidence, or whatever word you want to use, shows that EFT does have a physiological effect. It's real. What I always liked about the EFT tapping is that we do something physical. So because we do something physical, it has a physical effect. We're not just imagining a magical thing called the mind that exists somewhere here and it's got nothing to do with the rest of us or whatever. This is real, okay? This is a real physiological thing. And I love this. I absolutely love this.
2021, and researchers decided again in Korea to revive that research and have a look at it again, and indeed used human subjects in their research, and actually were able to find through ultrasound an 80% correspondence between acupoints and the body's connective tissues.
So they found that the meridians are real. Okay, they found an 80% correlation, and that's pretty good. So the meridians are real. Now, this is where we get into semantics a little bit. You know, they've been called the meridians for a long time. Why change the name? So have a listen. I mean, I love the research. I'm very grateful for it, but no need to change the name. But there we go.
Appeared to be something physical there, and it was correct about 80% according to those charts that you might see if you go off to the acupuncturer's office.
So it is something real and physical. Why does it have to stop being called energy? All we're doing is explaining what energy means. It's these real and physical things that have been found by these wonderful scientific methods. Simple, very easy.
It's suggested there was actually some relationship here between the body's connective tissues, acupuncture points, and that perhaps there was some mechanism there that was able to carry a signal when that acupuncture point was actually either tapped or a needle was actually placed.
So what happens when we stimulate an acupressure point on the EFT tapping system, if you like, is that the tapping gets translated from a physical percussion like drumming to an electrical action. And that's what is carried along and causes the change in symptoms, which is absolutely amazing. And I'm really, really pleased that there is this evidence for the meridians. Let me try to fast forward a little bit just to see, where are we? Yeah, there we go. An image. These are the meridians, but their name has now changed. Let me have a look. I made a note of it here. Now it's being called the primovascular system. What's wrong with calling them meridians, folks? You know, does it have to be changed to primovascular system? Like I've got, this is an arm. Right, now I want to call it the shoulder related appendage. Why? There's no need. Come on, people. Yeah, we've proved the meridians. There it is. There is the proof. Okay, so let me just play this a little bit more.
That are published in the peer-reviewed journals, that they indeed show that it's quite a minute system, and when you inject it with dye, you can actually see the coagulation around a known vascular point, an acupuncture point.
So we could call it vascular, but it's still a meridian. Folks, it's a meridian. So this is proof that the meridians exist. So next thing I want to, please don't get me wrong. I'm very, very grateful for this research. I'm very grateful that there are wonderful people like Peta Stapleton. She is top of my list in terms of whenever I tell my students or my clients to go and look something up, I say, look at Peta Stapleton's work. So, and I'm going to leave a link to this video in the description so that you'll have a look at it and have a look at her other stuff. Everything she brings to us is absolutely fascinating, and it's really great. Oh, please, folks, let's not call an arm the appendage connected to the shoulder anymore. Let's just call an arm an arm. Everybody's always known this as an arm. This is my arm. Let's not call it something else, okay? Another thing, I'm just looking at the notes that I've made. So I made a load of notes. It's very important not to change EFT tapping into a psychology method or a physiology method. It's not physiology or psychology. It is energy. I'm sorry, I sometimes look at myself in here and I look down, so I do apologize for that because I'm so excited. I want to bring you this video. So it's energy. And that's really important, that we're talking about what is energy, what are the meridians. This is what energy healing is. This is how it works. So there's no need, which at the end of the video, which I can take you through, but have a look in the description at the end of the meridian, at the end of the video. Then Peta says, stop saying it's energy. I'm sorry, but this is an energy modality. It's just a name, like this is an arm, you know. I can certainly change its name to the appendage connected to my shoulder. But why? Let's keep calling it energy. We all know it's not the energy as in physics energy. We just know that it's a description of a healing modality. It is very simple. Also, legally, in some countries, you're not allowed to practice even what's called energy psychology. It's funny how the name energy psychology still stays. Don't know why. But this is an energy method. Let's just call it energy. Let us spread EFT tapping far and wide to all those countries where, say, adding the word psychology or physiology to something will mean that somebody cannot practice it, cannot help their community. It means that perhaps a physiotherapist cannot use it with their clients to help them with their physiotherapy exercises, for example. Or somebody who has studied EFT tapping to a very high level, and I'm involved with 2 organizations that are producing the results for a proper qualification in EFT. More news about that later. And you know, if you have a proper, thorough qualification in EFT tapping, then that's all that you need. You don't need to be a psychologist. So calling it energy psychology is not helpful in countries where it is illegal. Okay, so let's all, one world, one love, call it an energy modality, call them the Meridian, be done with it, make it simple. Okay, so if you've always called it energy, you can call it energy. Explain to people what energy means. Okay, what is an energy modality? Explain how it works. So I'll just fast forward a little bit and see where we are here. More images. Really, I would strongly suggest that you watch this video. It's really good. And again, you've got this website here. And what I would strongly suggest is you do have a look at the video. It's in the description. I didn't want to share the whole of the video for obvious reasons. I don't want to steal the video. I just want to react to it and tell you what I think and answer those questions, which I know are on many people's minds. Is there anything else that you would like me to comment on? Is there a video that you've seen about EFT tapping you're not quite sure about, you don't understand, or perhaps you think, I really don't like the way this person does this, or I really like the way that this person does this? I'm more than happy to comment on it. Please, 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 if you ask me to comment on anything, or if you have any questions, put them in the description of this video, because then I'll know exactly what you're talking about and I'll be able to respond quickly. If you send me an email, it'll take like months before I figure out what's going on and what to do, and I'll put it on my agenda and all that. But if you put it in the comments here, I will be able to respond usually within about 2 weeks. So thank you so much. Thank you again. You know who you are, the students that brought this to me. And till next time, goodbye.